3 do's, 1 don't to using a dry eraser board, flip chart, or portable projector screen effectively when you're presenting on stage. Do number 1, write big. Big enough for anyone in your room to be able to clearly see what you've written. Also, you want to make sure that the tip to your marker creates lines that are thick enough for everybody to see. You can test this out by doing an example word or sentence on your board, or if you're showing slides, projecting an example slide up there before your presentation begins, and walking around the room, making sure that what is on the screen is clearly visible no matter where you are in the room. That's do number 1. Do number 2, make sure that as much as possible you face your audience. You want to avoid turning your back to your audience. When you turn your back to the audience, it breaks your connection with them. They don't get to see the wonderful you. Do number 3, write as few words as possible on your dry eraser board, your flip chart, preferably 1. If you're using a projector screen, show as few words as possible, 1 to at most 5 per screen. And you want to concentrate on one idea or one concept per slide. You want things to be as simple as possible. This makes it very easy for your audience to understand what you're talking about. And of course, the purpose of communication is to get your message across as clearly as possible to your audience. Let's talk about the major don't. The major don't of using a display is talking to the display instead of to your audience. Again, when you don't face your audience, it breaks connection with them. When you talk to your display instead of your audience, it makes it more difficult for them to hear you. You've broken connection and they can't hear you. Not a winning combination. If you do these 3 do's and avoid that major don't when using your projector, your dry eraser board, your flip chart, your audience will understand you. You'll get your message across much more clearly. It will lead, more certainly, to your success on stage. But if you enjoyed this, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Also, please leave your comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on this topic.